Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to automate Zenler user enrollment with GoHighLevel trigger link click. So I'm an online educator and I'm managing all my students and all the courses with the help of Zenler. So I'm going to streamline the process of course enrollment of all the students in Zenler with the help of GoHighLevel. I have created a trigger link and I've sent it to all my users who are submitting the contact form from my website. Now my objective is that whenever a user is going to click on that link, immediately that same user should be enrolled in the course in Zenler. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between GoHighLevel and Zenler, and that we are going to do without any coding and programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video we are going to learn how to automate Zenler user enrollment whenever trigger link will be clicked in GoHighLevel. So as a digital course creator, I am using Zenler to manage all my online courses as well as students. I wanted to streamline my enrollment process and make it more efficient for all my students. So here I have created a trigger link. Actually, trigger link is a specific URL or web address that is when clicked, it initiates a predefined action or response. It's often used in marketing and automation to guide users to a desired outcome or to track their behavior. So in my case, I have a website on which I have attached a contact form, and I have created this contact form with the help of GoHighLevel, as you know, which is a CRM application. So I'm using GoHighLevel in order to manage all my students, to enroll new students, and to convert my leads into payable customers. Okay, so here I have created this form which I have attached on my website with the help of GoHighLevel. Basically, this is a contact form. So whenever a user is going to visit my website, when they will be interested in any of the course, they are going to submit this contact form. As soon as they are going to submit this form, according to the email which they are going to enter, an automated mail will be sent to that same user, and in that mail a link will be there. So that will be the trigger link which I have created with the help of GoHighLevel. As soon as the user is going to click on that link, then automatically that person will be enrolled in the particular course in my Zenler account. So I'm going to automate this entire process. For this, I will have to set up a connection between GoHighLevel and Zenler, and that I'm going to do without any coding and programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which helps us to automate all our repetitive tasks without any coding and programming skills. This is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by typing the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we'll find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account. But if you are a new user, you have to click on the sign up for free button. It is going to create a free new account for you, and it is also going to provide you 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. So as an existing user, currently I'm going to click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. It has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. On this dashboard, we will find all our workflows which we have created, and we can also create different folders on the same dashboard to save our workflow separately and accordingly. Now, to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. Let's do that. Here, a dialog box is appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, I'm going to give a name over here. Automate Zenler user enrollment with GoHighLevel trigger link clicked. After giving the name, I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So you can see I have a list of folders over here. Among these folders, I'm going to select this automations for LMS, and I'm going to click on create. So I've created a separate folders for all the automations which I'm going to create for online courses. Now, as we have done that, we can see a new screen is open in front of us. It contains two extremely important windows. First is the trigger over here, and the other is action. So what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. Here the trigger says when this happens, and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Let's suppose here my objective is that whenever a new user is going to click on my trigger link, which I'm going to send to the user with the help of GoHighLevel, then automatically the response should be captured and the person should be enrolled in a course in GoHighLevel. So here I'm going to create an automation for this by setting up a connection between GoHighLevel and Zenler, where I'm going to take GoHighLevel in trigger and Zenler in my action step. When we are going to set up the connection between these applications, we will clearly see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when the link is being clicked by the user in trigger from GoHighLevel, then only automatically the user will be enrolled in Zenler, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us quickly start creating the automation step by step. So first of all, we'll start with the trigger step. Here our trigger application will be GoHighLevel. To connect with GoHighLevel, we have to use lead connector in trigger application. So we'll select lead connector V2 over here. Then over here we have to select the trigger event. Now trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or it is going to start. So on the happening of whichever event you want to capture the response, you can select that. My objective is that whenever the trigger link will be clicked by the user, then I want to capture the response. So trigger link clicked will be my trigger event over here. As we have selected that, you can see here we have received a webhook URL and also we have received some instructions. So in order to build the connection between GoHighLevel and Pabbly Connect, we have to insert this webhook URL inside GoHighLevel by creating a workflow over there as well. And for doing that, we have received the instructions which we are going to follow step by step carefully. So first of all, let's copy this webhook URL. It is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data whenever a user is going to click on this trigger link which we are going to send through GoHighLevel inside Pabbly Connect. Okay, so when we have copied it, I'm going to take you towards my GoHighLevel account. After coming over here, we have to come towards the automation section from the left side, and over here we are going to create a new workflow. Before creating that, I'm going to show you one existing workflow which I'm already running inside GoHighLevel, and this is the workflow. So as I told you, I have created a contact form for the users and I've attached it to my website. So this is the workflow for that contact form. As soon as the form will be submitted by the user, trigger link will be sent to that same user automatically on their email. For this, I have created an automation already. This is the trigger when the form will be submitted. That means the contact form. Then automatically an email will be sent to the customer. This is the workflow which I'm running on backend. Okay, so this is the link, and over here we have the content of the email which is going to be sent to the user when they are going to submit the form. This is the workflow which I am already running in backend. Now, whenever the link will be received as an email to the user and when they are going to click on this trigger link, then I want to capture the response in Pabbly Connect to enroll that user in my Zenler course. Okay, I'm going to save it once again. Now I'm going to go back towards the workflow section. And what we will do, we will create a new workflow over here. So we'll click on this create workflow option. We'll start with scratch. And to build this workflow, first of all, I'm going to give a name over here. Let's say new appointments. Okay, then I'm going to select the trigger and the action over here. So in the trigger, I'm going to select trigger link click. That whenever the trigger link which will be sent to the user through email will be clicked by that user, then the workflow should get triggered. So here I'm going to select the same trigger. If you want, you can also change the name of your workflow and the trigger name, but I'm going to keep them safe. So I'm going to click on save trigger. Then we have to select the action as well. When the link will be clicked, what you want? I want to capture the response of that user with all the details in my Pabbly Connect account. So here Pabbly Connect account will receive the response with the help of webhook. So here we are going to select webhook as our action. Okay, here the action name will be webhook, but you can change the name according to your choice. The method will be post over here, and we have to paste the URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect in this URL field. Then we'll click on save action, and over here we have the trigger as well as the action. Let's click on save. As we have saved the workflow, now we have to publish this workflow as well. So I'm going to turn this publish button on. Once again, I will save it, and you can see that my workflow is saved over here. So we'll go back towards Pabbly Connect first of all. Now here it is showing waiting for webhook response. This means that now we have to do a test submission to capture the response. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to submit this form. As I told you that I'm already running a workflow in GoHighLevel at backend, that when the contact form will be submitted by a user, then the trigger link will be automatically sent to that same user on their email. And when the user is going to click on that link, then we are going to receive the response. So I've already opened the contact form. I'm going to submit it. Let's start with a name. Let's say the name of the user is Smart, and let's say the last name is user. Okay, then I'm going to enter a phone number over here. That will be a random phone number. Okay, then I'm going to enter the email address, smartuser22@pabblytudes.com. So after entering all these details, I'm going to click on save. And as you run that, you can see that the form is submitted. So when the form is submitted, now I'm going to take you towards the email address which we have entered over here, and we will check whether the link is received as email to the user or not. And you can see that yes, we have received the mail. In this mail, here we have the link. First of all, you can see that we have received the mail on this email address which we have entered in the form. So this is the user's email address. So from the user's account, when I'm going to click on this link, so the link is being clicked. Now I'm going to take you back towards Pabbly Connect. And as we have done that, we'll wait for the response for a few seconds. And you can see that the response is received. So the response of the user who has clicked on the trigger link, which is being sent by GoHighLevel, is received over here in Pabbly Connect. You can see in this response, we have received all the details. Here we have the workflow name through which we have received this response. Okay, the workflow ID. Here we have the phone number which we have entered in the form. That means the user's phone number. Here we have the name of the user, smart user. Here we have the email address, and we have received all the details. This means that the connection is absolutely successful. So in the similar manner, you can set up this connection in between GoHighLevel and Pabbly Connect for sending the trigger links to your users for any of the reason. And with the help of the trigger link, here I've just taken the example of a sample link, but you can redirect your users to a particular course site, to a particular website, or etc. Okay, now as we have done that, when the user has clicked on the link, my objective is to enroll that user in the course in Zenler. So this is my Zenler account. Over here we are on the course section. So these are all the courses which I have. I want to enroll the users who are clicking on the trigger link in this advanced PHP course. So for that, I will have to set up the connection between Zenler and Pabbly Connect. Let's suppose the link which I have attached as a trigger link in GoHighLevel is the link of the course advanced PHP. So when the person is going to click on this link, so they are being redirected on the site and the information of this course. Okay. So now I will set up the connection between Zenler and Pabbly Connect, where I'm going to select my action application as Zenler, and then I will have to perform the action event. So my action event will be, first of all, add new user. So as soon as the user has clicked on my trigger link from GoHighLevel, I want to add that user in Zenler, okay, as a user only. So we have to set up the connection. Now we'll click on connect to build this connection. As you can see, I've already logged into my Zenler account. And now for building the connection, we have two options over here, add new connection and select existing connection. So I'm going to go with add new connection. To build this new connection, we have to provide the API key and the school name. How we are going to get these details? Now to get this API key, here I'm going to take you towards my Zenler account, and over here we'll go towards the site section from the top. After coming on site section, from the left side, when we'll scroll down, here we have the option of developers, under which we have the option of API key. So we have to select that, and this is the API key which we have to use. So I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it over here. Then we have to provide the school name. So for this, we have to go towards our Zenler account. Once again, we have to look towards the URL, and over there in the URL, we'll find our school name. So I'm going to take you towards my Zenler account. Once again, we'll go back, and over here we have the URL. In this URL, after https:// and before .newzenler.com, here we have the name of our school, that is Pabbly. So I will just copy and paste it over here. In the similar manner, you have to find out your school name and the API key, and we'll click on save. As we have done that, now it is asking us following details in order to create a user. So first of all, let's start with the name. So you have to enter the name of the user to whom you want to add. I want to add the person who has clicked on my trigger link in GoHighLevel as my user of Zenler. So the name will be of that same person only. What we will do, instead of entering the details manually, we will simply map the data over here. Mapping is inserting data from previous step. This is our previous step in which we have received all the details. We have the first name, last name, and other details. So first of all, it is asking us the first name. I will select it, and it is mapped over here. When we map our data like this from our previous response, it becomes dynamic, and with each and every new response, automatically it gets replaced. Now we'll move forward and we'll map the last name of the same person. Okay, so we have mapped the last name, so it has also become dynamic. So when we map our data like this, now this means that whenever a new response will be captured, whenever a new user is going to click on the trigger link which is being sent on their email in GoHighLevel, then automatically the response will be captured. And as the response will be captured, automatically the details which we are going to map in these fields will get replaced with the new details of that new user. Okay, now we are going to map the email. Okay, we have the role, so I'm going to select the role of student over here. Then if you want to provide any password, you can also give it over here. We have the phone number field, so I'm going to map the phone number, and done. And over here it is saying us that the password field is required. So what I will do, I will give a password over here, and because we have to provide different password for each and every one, so what I will do, I will use the phone number of the user as the password. Okay, then I will simply click on save and send test request button. And as we have done that, the user is added successfully. So I'm going to take you towards my Zenler account. We'll go towards the student section. And you can see that the student is added over here with a name as smart user. Now I want to enroll the same user in my course, that is advanced PHP course. So for that, we will once again go towards this add action step button and we'll select our action application as Zenler. And we'll select the action event. So our action event will be enroll user to a course. Then we'll click on connect. To build this connection, we'll go with the existing connection only, as we have already built the connection. And over here, we have to provide the course ID and all other details. So first of all, let's start with the course ID. In whichever course you want to add your students, you have to provide the name, that means the ID of that course. So here we have the details. So here we have all the courses. I'm going to take you towards Zenler. We'll go towards the course section. And you can see this is my courses. Okay, so I want to enroll the student in this advanced PHP programming course. So I will select the same, which is already selected. Then we have the email address. So we'll map the email once again. Then over here we have the first name and last name. So I'm going to map the first name and the last name of the student. Okay, done. Let's click on save and send test request button. As we have done that, it is saying that yes, success, user is enrolled to the course. So I'm going to take you towards my course first of all. And over here we have the students in it. So you can see that in this course we have these many students, and among these students we can see that this is the latest students which is recently added. So this means that the connection is absolutely successful and our workflow is also built successfully. Okay, so the user is enrolled in the particular course. So what we have done, we have just set up a connection between our GoHighLevel account and Zenler in such a way that now whenever a user is going to click on the trigger link which is being sent to them, then automatically that person will be added as a user and will be enrolled in a particular course. I have just taken the example of Zenler over here, but in place of Zenler, you can also take any other application according to your choice, which is related to learning management system, such as Teachable and Nourish. Okay. As we have completed the workflow, what I will do, I will just go back towards the form, the contact form, and I'm going to submit that contact form in front of you once again with another details. Let's say this time the name of the student is new and the last name is student. Now I'm going to enter a random phone number, and over here let's say the email is new90@pablytudes.com. When we have done that, let's submit the form. And as we have submitted the form, let's check whether automatically the link is received or not on the email. Yes, here we have received the email. This time the email is received to newstudent90@pablytudes.com. When the student is going to click on this link, we'll go and check whether automatically the student is enrolled in the course or not. So I'm going to take you towards Zenler. We are on the course page. So here I'm going to go towards the student section. And here I'm going to refresh this page once. And you can see that yes, automatically the student is enrolled over here with a name as new student, and over here we have the email. This means that the connection is absolutely successful and our workflow is also running fine. So in this way, you can also send your trigger links to your users, to your clients or your customers, and when they are going to click on that button, you will be able to enroll them into multiple applications. You will be able to enroll your students with this in your learning management platforms in the particular courses. If you want, you can also send them confirmation WhatsApp messages when they are going to click on the link, and even you can send them the discount or product brochures. I hope this video is helpful for you and the concept of trigger link is clear to you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.